This is a review for the Dyson V8. The V8's airflow was measured at 40 CFM. Its suction was measured at 72 inches of water lift. The V8 easily passed our filtration and sealing test largely because of its HEPA post-motor filter. In our carpet stress test, the V8 only had some slight trouble with the largest debris. Otherwise, it performed quite well. None of the cordless vacuums we tested, including the V8, had any trouble at all picking up either pet hair or human hair in separate tests, though their brush rolls will eventually tangle if they pick up enough longer hair over time. In our carpet deep clean test, the V8 picked up 22 grams of debris after being pushed back and forth 3 times over an area of carpet embedded with 30 grams of fine debris. In our hard floor stress test, the V8 didn't have any trouble picking up finer debris, though it did have some trouble picking up larger debris like Cheerios and rice. The V8 passed our crevice test, though it did take considerable effort. Moving on to battery life and performance, the V8 was tested to run for only 8.5 minutes on high, though it does offer very good performance on high. Recall that it picked up 22 grams of 30 grams of debris in our deep clean carpet test. Next we have ease of use. The V8 feels light in the hand, and this combined with its compact size makes it very easy to maneuver around the house. A switch on the top of the main body sets the vacuum to low or high, though you're likely to use the switch very rarely as you'll almost always want to use the vacuum on high. The vacuum just performs much better on high than it does on low. A single red trigger turns the vacuum on, and you have to keep the trigger pulled to keep the vacuum on. Some consumers complain that this makes the V8 tiring to use because you have to keep that trigger pulled all the time, but keep in mind that its battery only lasts for 8.5 minutes on high, and we didn't find it tiring to hold the trigger for this short of a time during testing. The V8's dustbin has a maximum measured capacity of only 300 milliliters. Moving on to what we like and dislike about this vacuum, first let's talk about what we like. We definitely like the vacuum's raw performance. Its airflow, its suction, its filtration and sealing, all of that is very good for the V8. We also like the carpet and carpet deep clean performance for the V8. We also like the fact that this vacuum is very light and very easy to use and maneuver around the house. The vacuum is also highly versatile, and it's also built very well with high quality parts. Moving on to what we dislike about the V8, we definitely don't like the low battery life on this cordless vacuum. We also don't like the very small dustbin on the V8. In terms of general recommendations, if we were to limit ourselves to V8 recommendations, for multi-floor homes, we would recommend either the V8 Motorhead or the V8 Animal, depending on which vacuum you can find cheaper. For homes that exclusively have hard floors, we recommend the V8 Absolute because it includes a soft roller head for better performance on hard floors. Between the V8 and the V7, we recommend the V7 only because the V7 is usually cheaper and you don't really lose much performance at all going with the V7 over the V8. The V11 is a much better cordless vacuum than either the V7 or the V8. The V11 outsize is the best cordless vacuum we've tested in terms of raw performance, though it is much more expensive than either the V7 or the V8. Another option closer to the V8 price point is the Shark Ion series of cordless vacuums, though we don't recommend any Shark Ion series vacuums because they perform poorly in our deep cleaning performance testing. Compared to the V8, the Shark Rocket series of cordless vacuums offers worse raw performance, worse carpet and hard floor performance, and they are also not as versatile or as well built as the V8. And so we don't recommend the Shark Rocket series of cordless vacuums over the V8 either. Both the V7 and the V8 are some of the best cordless vacuums we tested in the price range, though they are not the absolute best. The best cordless vacuum that we've tested in this price range so far is the Tinco A11. The Tinco offers better raw performance, similar real-world performance, but much better battery life and a much larger dustbin than both the V7 and the V8. It is the cordless vacuum we recommend as the best option in this price range at this time. We do test new cordless vacuums all the time though, so definitely check the description of this video for all of our latest recommendations, and thank you for watching.